You're gonna have the whole server chasing you down.
What?
This is me leading 20 players to kill one single person. To understand how we got here, we have to go back to May 31st. You see, a player named Pentar had invited me to his team to help out for the end fight. So he took me to their base, and after hours of grinding with Pentar and our team, I was finally geared. Now all we have to do is show up for the end fight. What I didn't know, however, was the whole server was about to be against us.
Go.
The dragon.
Yeah, there's 3 on you. Run, just run. Pearl, use your pearl.
I used my last pearl already.
How? I don't know if beds are allowed cheap, but
They're ass, but
just go for it.
dude.
I had just died, and each of my teammates were dropping one by one, until finally, we lost. But after the end fight, Pentar wanted to give one last speech.
So that was a good end fight, even though it was a 6v18. See, the server, it was split into 2. You might be wondering how that came to that stage, especially because what? I don't know if you're familiar with this person. For the past few days, I was undercover as Let's Classics. Me and Salem, right here, we made a separate team against my main account. We brought together the anti-peen organization, or whatever you want to call it. So, me and Salem got everyone against Pentar and his team. Theoretically, I just fought a war against myself. This entire thing, the entire end fight, the entire 6v18 was made by me and Salem.
I couldn't believe it. Me and my teammates had spent countless hours to help this player for the end fight, and it was all for nothing. He had made us fight against his own team, but that's when I realized I had to get revenge. After the speech, I put together a group known as the PSRO, or the Pentar Salem Revenge Organization, and our only goal was to rid Pentar and Salem off the server. And after recruiting over half the server to the PSRO, it was time to announce the first stage of my plan.
As you guys know, during the end fight, 2 players, Pentar and Salem, had turned the SMP against each other. But today, I'm bringing us together to work as a whole. The first step of the plan is to send a message. To do this, I need every single one of you guys to make signs of spawn saying PSRO.
And that they did. Over the next few hours, several players were spreading signs saying PSRO all over spawn. Eventually, it caught the eyes of Pentar, and he ended up breaking all the signs, which meant the plan had worked. This left Pentar wondering who and what the PSRO was, but little did he know what was about to come next. You see, stage 2 of my plan is quite simple. We take Pentar to spawn and tell him that we're doing a little bit of a build battle, but little does he know, the whole entire PSRO is about to be against him.
So Pentar, I brought you to spawn here. I did have a couple platforms, but we're gonna do a little bit of a build competition. You have 10 minutes. Ready? Go. 10 minutes starts. I did want to ask you a question though, Pentar.
Yeah.
Do you remember the end event? You remember how you and Salem were like working against us?
I guess,
And like making the server go against each other? Well, I have a little announcement to make. You're gonna have the whole server chasing you down.
Okay.
Oh my god. Just get
This is crazy.
Yup. Think twice about what you do next time. GG's.
Killing Pentar showed the true strength of the PSRO, but I still knew it wouldn't be enough. And now I knew they would be against us more than ever, and it would be near impossible to find them. At least I thought. You see, later that day, Salem asked me to meet up with him for a meeting. Although a little suspicious, I decided to show up.
Hello, Salem.
Hello, Jalations. Recently, there's been a lot of stuff happening on the server, right? I just want to know something. What are your motives behind this?
Just the thought of taking you guys off the server. You guys have like literally put every single person on the server against each other. You put the whole Peen team and the whole Classics team to fight against each other, all just with no good reason.
What do you ultimately get from this? What ultimately drives you to get us off the server?
Just to finally rid you guys. It sounds very cliche, and unoriginal, but basically revenge.
Is that really it? Is that your end goal? Just getting us rid of it?
Once we get rid of you guys, we bring the server back together and the server's peaceful again.
See, Jalations, that's what you think. But even if I'm gone, there'll be more like me, Jalations. And I think you know that. I think ultimately you know that even if I'm gone, many others will follow in my path. More wars, more fighting. In fact, I feel like you'll be one of the people starting it, Jalations.
I disagree with that.
I hope you realize something, Jalations. You're exactly like me. You see, you may think you're the good guy, but you've created a whole team to attack players. Even if those players have done stuff in the past, you, Jalations, have got people to fight for you, people to die for you. Ultimately, You're sending people into war. You're sending people to their deaths just to take us down, Jalations. You're no better than me. You don't care whether those people die or not.
No. I care about getting you guys off the server. That's the only goal. As soon as that's done, the PSR's gone.
You may think your team's secure, right? You may think you can trust everyone in there. But let me tell you, there are a few people in that Discord feeding me information every second. You don't think I know what's happening today? Congratulations. There are many things you don't know about the server that I do. So let me tell you now, you can kill me if that's what you truly want, Jalations. But just know, you'll be doing nothing good for the server.
That's where we disagree. Goodbye, Salem. I hope you can understand that. We really are different.
I couldn't help but wonder, what if Salem was right? What if I'm just as bad as they are? What if I'm really the bad guy? But I had to push those thoughts aside because big things are about to happen.